Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MSNBC, my snarky news broadcasting channel. My name, of course, is Antoine the Great, and I am joined by my gorgeous co-host, Ren from Renelations, the returning Shitlords Anonymous, and she got her main channel back, so you should go follow her on all three of those things.
Hey, guys.
And Ishtar from Army of Snarkness on Thursdays and her own Twitch chat, and I didn't know she was starting a new business. You're missing the hat.
No, I don't have a hat.
It's a hood.
I got a hood though.
So you don't have a pimp hat, you have a pimp hood.
Yes.
All right.
No, I am an Eskimo. A shirtless Eskimo, as is obvious.
So, for those of you who don't know, Ishtar is taking applications for new hoes. Just send
You're
them,
first on my list, Antoine.
Just send them courtesy of Antoine from Help for the Guildless. I will thoroughly examine every single one to make sure she is up to snuff.
Uh-huh.
He's very useful like that.
Oh yeah, he'll be your inspector of all the lewd photos.
I take male or female, so don't be ashamed. It's fine.
Oh, that's funny. So do I. So let's see who we have here. We have Zero Cool. Yek. I'm just gonna call you Yek. I'm just gonna call him Yek. They get Yek. Ray's here. Optimus Prime. Ray Stone. How's it going, guys?
Hey guys.
Hey.
And
Hi, Ghost Dog.
Hey, Ghost Dog.
So, how have you ladies been?
Good. A little annoyed at a plumber and some construction work getting delayed, but good.
Oh, what'd they do?
The plumber doesn't want to remove a radiator and wanted the licensed contractor or licensed carpenter to do something that's against code. So the carpenter is basically telling him, no, we have to remove this. So, yeah. Everything's getting pushed back. So Friday next week, I get a bathroom.
At least you don't have to hold it till then.
Small mercies.
No, small. I still have a bathroom, but still, it's like, I want my shower back.
Big T, how's it going?
Hey, Big T.
So, I know some of you are noticing something, unfortunately. Moxley, Florida Mox, he got attacked by a couple of gators. And
we told him to just let the cocaine go, but he said something about suppliers. And
unfortunately, Florida Mox was eaten.
Yeah.
So he will
moment of silence for Florida Mox.
Florida Mox will be missed.
And that's enough of that.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, he will no longer be joining us, which is very sad. I know everyone liked Florida Mox, but until that point in time, we get someone else, if we choose to. I will be taking over as, what do we call me? Florida Twan?
Yes.
Florida Twan.
Florida Twan. Wonderful.
Or Florida Poof, whatever you prefer.
No, there's no poof.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say, Poof Twan. Whatever you say.
Ray Stone says, Mox... See, Ray Stone was even there. He knows Florida Mox's last words were, I've never done cocaine, but I like the smell of it. So, what about you, Ishtar? Besides choosing to quit your job and becoming a pimp, what have you been up to?
Well, being a pimp just makes so much more money.
It does.
You're not wrong. You just, see, you need an enforcer, though. You do not.
That's what Ren's for.
Yeah, but... All right. Yeah, Ren has the temperament to slap some bitches around.
Yeah. See, I've got this figured out. Ren is my enforcer. You're my interviewer. I just collect the money.
Yeah.
And schedule the meetings.
Oh.
Meetings, quote unquote.
I'm okay with these.
Yeah. See, this works out.
And hell, we've already pimped out you a couple times, Antoine. That's why you're reading a book.
Oh, yes. I think I am halfway through with it. So I will probably be reading another chapter on Thursday, unfortunately. And hopefully not die on Army of Snarkness. How's it going, Alien?
Hello, Alien.
Hey.
Optimus, I may take you up on that later. For right now, I think Ren will be able to slap some hoes and keep them in line.
I don't know. Grimlock is really good.
Grimlocks, if they're really tricky.
All right.
Like certain, there might be certain, like certain hoes might need the Grimlock. Other ones.
Is that a euphemism?
Yes. No, Grimlock.
That's a good euphemism.
Grimlock is an actual fucking transformer.
Yes, I know that. He's a dinosaur.
Look, I'm not surprised by anything coming from you, Pimp Tar, because of the fact that you did not know who Kurt Russell was.
Well, I knew who he was once I saw him.
So nothing surprises me now.
Oh, poor baby.
Aww.
He's decided that I need an education in videos, and
she saw Lost Boys for the very first time.
Oh, there's a button on this thing. I didn't know there was a button on this. Sweet. Where's the buttonhole?
So apparently Ray Stone is auditioning for Moxley's job. He goes, image, Moxley's torso jammed in an alligator's mouth. Caption, this Floridian lost 100 pounds using a new tapeworm diet. Ask him how.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, she saw Lost Boys for the very first time, and I thought it was cute because she tried to correct me on which Corey was which. You know, there's Corey Haim and then there's Corey Feldman. So she was like, "That's Corey Feldman." I said, "No, that's Corey Haim." Are you sure that's not what the credits said? And, yes, I'm perfectly sure that's who it is.
I didn't correct you. I asked for clarification.
How's it going, Sparky?
Okay.
However, I have to say, and this is where I'm about to get fired, Ren, so be on the lookout for a new female co-host. I was not entertained by Lost Boys. I did not.
Halfway through, I asked her how she's enjoying it, and she goes, "Oh, well, I'm waiting for it to be entertaining."
Yeah.
You see that beautiful picture window that's behind her?
Uh-huh.
I almost threw her through it.
Yep. He was not happy with me. Ghost Dog. Jeff Dunham. Very nice.
Yes, Jeff Dunham. Points to you, Ghost Dog. Points to you. All right, let's get this show started, shall we?
Yes.
You have offended Big T. You need to apologize.
I'm not going to apologize. I'm sitting here shirtless.
You apologize to one of my elite henchmen.
Make me.
Don't make me come out there.
Ren, get your pimp hand. Maybe used on our interviewer.
Psychofire, long time no see.
Hey.
Hi, Psychofire.
All right, so we started with cringe first last time, right?
I believe so.
Now, the question is do I want to be nice and get science out of the way? No, we're going to start off with some fun. We're going to start off with something funny.
That would be science. Fun.
No. Not with the headline I have.
What do you want to start
Sparky,
with?
aren't you supposed to be on a channel? Aren't
Unless
you
it
supposed
got
to be
shut
streaming?
down again.
Did you shut your stream down again?
Maybe. Unless he's still streaming and talking in our chat.
All right. Are you ready?
All right.
This is the most racist thing I think I've ever heard. Florida man, I was assaulted by KFC workers swinging a box of extra crispy chicken and biscuits.
Hey, that's a waste of crispy chicken.
Yes, except it's a black man that got attacked by a black woman in a KFC.
There are so many questions that I have. This headline.
Would you like me to read?
Please.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to picture which one I want to ask first. And the article may answer it.
All right. Oh, they're talking about me. Nice. Thank you. Imagine working in local news down in Florida where it's like shooting fish in a barrel when it comes to finding award-winning content like this one, where a guy goes to a KFC, gets into a beef with the KFC worker who clearly doesn't give a fuck, and then calls the cops to complain that he was hurt when the KFC worker smacked him upside the head with a box of extra crispy chicken and biscuits. Holy crap, they needed more commas in that paragraph. That was a run-on sentence. That was one sentence.
Yes, that was.
No, it was not. That was
Yes, it
multiple
was.
sentences. And no, what happened is the commas were typos. Those were all supposed to be periods.
Yeah, Raystone, they missed a perfectly good pun. He didn't get into a beef. He got his feathers ruffled.
Oh.
I mean, this is what TV journalists were created for. You're not wrong. This is the type of story that keeps them going, just waiting for that call from the big dogs in New York and Los Angeles. One thing leads to another, and the reporter has a viral story sitting in his or her lap because Florida is going to Florida and it's swinging a box of chicken. That's going to get a response on social media. From Newsjax 4. Officers were sent to a 53-year-old man's home where he told police he caught the confrontation on video. According to investigators, the clip showed the customer waiting on his order at the drive-thru window outside the KFC on Edgewood Avenue near the intersection of Avenue B. Police said the customer was upset with the KFC employee for not wearing gloves while preparing food. After a back-and-forth verbal disagreement, the employee tossed the customer's box of food, striking him in the face. Need more proof?
Somebody had a temper tantrum.
Need more proof that Shade didn't give a fuck? This isn't her first rodeo with the penal system. No shit. If it is not Simmons' first brush with the law, Duval County records show, in 2007, she was charged with domestic battery. And in 2009, she was charged with petty retail theft, getting a suspended sentence. Then in December 2013, Simmons was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, driving on a suspended license, and probation violation. The battery charge was dropped, and she was released on time served after spending a month in county jail. That's because she decided to threaten her parole officer, and they took her seriously.
Because that's what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. You want to threaten your parole officer. That is going to get you all the best things in life.
Okay.
So there is a video.
Of course there's a video.
Of course there is.
Come on, load. While that's loading, what were you loading?
Who is John Oliver?
You know, not surprised you don't know who that is.
He used to be on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. He's a British guy.
Who thinks he's...
Oh, okay.
Apparently it doesn't want to load.
Oh. So he is talking about you, Antoine.
Yeah.
British guy who thinks he's funny.
He's saying, why does someone sound like John Oliver from Community? That would be Antoine on the show.
Zero. We've been in a stream together.
Zero may have forgotten.
Well, it was kind of hard. I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Some people do.
Miracle, that, honestly. Actually, it's the other way around.
The video wouldn't load, so we're just gonna... That was my salvo across the bow. Top that one, Ishtar.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have?
Or I should say top that one, Pimptar.
Nike reveals new self-lacing basketball shoes you can control with your phone because now we're too lazy to tie our shoes.
You know,
Nike's already...
This was predicted in Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, that's referenced here in the article. Nike's already replicated the self-lacing shoes from Back to the Future Part 2. Now, they're taking things a step further with a smartphone app. The company's latest creation, the Adapt BB basketball shoe, is another advancement in the self-lacing technology that Nike made available to consumers with the Hyper Adapt 1.0 back in 2016, but with new features and sophisticated design tweaks built in. As soon as you step into the Adapt BB, the shoe's motor begins to sense the exact tension needed by your foot and makes adjustments, applying up to 32 pounds of pressure to make sure you have a snug fit. What really sets the shoe apart, though, is the use
of... Are they talking about one of your hose, or are they talking about a shoe?
Shoe.
They're talking about a shoe.
Oh.
I haven't got any hose yet.
Just give it time.
I know. That's what your job is for. What really sets the shoe apart, though, is the use of Fit Adapt technology, which will then allow the wearer to continually adjust the fit of the shoe both manually or through the companion app. The shoe was designed with basketball players in mind because feet can expand as much as half a size during a basketball game. I'm
it's
thinking about
we
feet.
understand you don't like sports.
So players need a shoe they can adjust on the fly. The Adapt BB allows them to loosen the shoe during timeout, set it to warm-up mode, or tighten it for clutch plays, all at the push of a button. We picked basketball as the first sport for Nike Adapt intentionally because of the demands that athletes put on their shoes. Eric Avar, Nike VP Creative Director of Innovation, said, during a normal basketball game... What?
Well, Zero Cool says basketball Americans will be stealing these en masse. How's it going, Zero Gold? And then Ray Stone, in response to the on the fly thing, said on the McFly.
Oh.
Let's see. During a normal basketball game, the athlete's foot changes, and the ability to quickly change your fit by loosening your shoe to increase blood flow and then tighten again for performance is a key element that we believe will improve the athlete's experience.
Oh, yes.
The Adapt BB also comes with a charging pad for easy charging of the shoes when they aren't being worn. Yes, you can still take them off if the battery dies while you're wearing them. And will include built-in firmware updates so wearers can take advantage of new features in Fit Adapt technology as they become available. You can even change the color of the built-in lights. These are now available for pre-order and will arrive next month, and they are priced at $350 a pair.
$350 for shoes that you can plug in. Are you fucking kidding me?
My kid has a pair that you could change the lights on. It cost me $5.
Look, any basketball players out there, just slip me $1,000. I'll do it at Damn Alien said, and I'll start fucking hacking their shoes. They're gonna trip all over their goddamn selves.
That sounds like a plan, actually.
Oh my god, this is one of the stupidest fucking ideas I've ever heard of. A plug-in shoe.
Yeah.
I think I've topped his KFC, Ren. What do you think?
I think so, and I could probably top that in 2 seconds.
Please do.
Oh, don't do that one first. Please don't do that one first.
Why?
Well, first, did you two hear about the Gillette ad?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
The Gillette ad.
It was
think it was
insulting.
I didn't actually think it was as bad as everyone was freaking out.
Oh, I'm not saying it's that. I think it's insulting for a different reason.
It's insulting because it's basically saying men are all basically animals.
I think
we
it's
need
more,
to be taught.
I think
Wow,
it's more,
I got a different message.
I think it's more insulting because they don't know their audience. That was my sort of thing. The people who use the razors, they're guys. Guys want something that's simple, cheap, or affordable and works.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing this political message, whatever their intent was, it kind of it shows they don't know, their marketing doesn't know the audience. Guys don't want a political message when they're looking at a razor ad. They just want to see that the razor works. Call it a day.
Yeah.
And so I think it's more insulting because, like, you should know your audience by now.
I think it was in poor taste. I wasn't insulted by it because I don't have Gillette razors. But the thing that I have a problem with is maybe, just fucking maybe, don't try and push politics when you're a razor company.
Yeah.
Just tell us the goddamn product.
Exactly. It's one of those things. Know your audience. If your audience is just, I shave my beard with this, then please just stick to, look, here's the razor. It works.
And look, they sell straight razors, so I mean, it's not like they're not being called homophobic or something.
Wow.
But I'm pumped. These are the jokes, people.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said wow.
So that's
Sorry, that's about the best I could do for you right there.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the razor thing. I think it was in poor taste. I think whoever told them that was going to be a good ad lied to them. So, all right, Ren, hit us with some cringe. If you're going to do the one I think you're going to do, aren't you?
Actually, since you brought up razors, I'm going to go
Make it hurt, Ren. Make it hurt.
unicorn armpit hair.
Oh, I knew you were going to. Oh. Oh, why? Why is this a thing?
Because people are strange.
Reading the article. As far as beauty trends go, we've seen some pretty weird ones last year, from manicures featuring live insects to McDonald's eyebrows.
How's it going, how's it going, T-Seller? This is MSNBC, and what you're looking at is unicorn armpit hair.
But now, to kick off 2019, a rather different has emerged, and it all has to do with unicorns.
No, this does not look good.
It follows a huge obsession from 2018 of everything unicorn related. It's unicorn armpit hair. The first pictures of unicorn armpit hair were posted by hairstylist Caitlin Ford when she teamed up with a client to do something special for to celebrate Pride Month.
Oh, yeah.
Miley Cyrus has also previously posted photos of her underarm hair, which she dyed a bold shade of pink.
Ugh. You know, Miley Cyrus used to be hot, and now we have this.
Yeah, this is what happens when a Disney star is not properly supervised and transitioned into an actual public life. There's therapy that needs to happen and careful monitoring. It's kind of like rehoming a pet.
Yeah.
So I have a question, and this is very, very, very important.
What?
Okay, so we know the drapes are the hair is hair on top of your head. What would armpit hair be called? The duvet?
No.
I don't know. The fringe?
The couch cushions? The couch covers. Do the couch covers match the carpet?
I don't know. But continuing
Does the
on.
upholstery match the carpet?
Upholstery. That's a good thing for it.
Does the upholstery match the carpet? And Zio Gold says, my daughter, who is a lesbian, says this is gay.
Yes. But since this month is all about January, embracing and growing out January.
No, we already have November. We don't need. What the fuck is January?
It's about embracing and growing out your body hair. And it seems a number of people are jumping on the bandwagon and adding a bit of color to their body. And it's January was founded by a 21-year-old drama student,
of course,
Laura Jackson, who was aiming to promote the acceptance of body hair on women.
Okay, so I really don't have a... Listen, ladies.
Check your words.
Ladies.
You might offend somebody.
I don't care if I offend anybody. Ladies.
Yes.
Not just you two. I'm talking about ladies everywhere who are listening to this.
Okay.
Men really don't care if you have hair on your legs, unless you look like Chewbacca. Then we have an issue. We don't care if you have hair on your arms. Most men really don't care if you have hair between your legs either, because we're just happy to see it.
As long as it's not 70s bush. 70s bush where it's a small, like you have to hunt through the jungle sort of thing. That I can imagine being an issue.
You're not looking for a lost village. You're trying to find the fun bits.
If I have to try and go at you with a pair of hedge clippers, then we have problems. But other than that, men really don't care.
They're not Indiana Jones. They don't need a whip and a machete to get to it.
Yeah.
So this is all just this is all your female friends making you feel bad. Now, I will admit, a unibrow needs to be turned into 2 eyebrows. I don't care if you're a man or woman.
Yeah.
Be 2 there. But other than that, most people don't give a shit.
Yeah, unibrows are kind of like the across the board, male, female, whatever you want to call yourself. Just get rid of the middle part. Just 2 eyebrows. 2, please.
Greystone goes, Indiana Joe and the Temple of Woohoo.
But yes, this woman is quoted saying, society seems to be behaving as if the natural hair we grow on our bodies is unattractive and distasteful. We are so used to removing our body hair that we are becoming unfamiliar with our authentic selves.
No, that's not society that did that to you. That was the beauty industry that did that to you.
That was hygiene.
Yeah, Cosmo did it. Fucking Women's Magazine, Oprah, all of those people did that to you.
Fun fact, though, people have been shaving their arms and everywhere since the Roman era.
Yeah.
Romans, actually, male or female, were really big on getting rid of body hair.
You know why? Because bugs.
And cleaner.
And they didn't have, clean running water, so sweat tended to gather in the areas that sweat tends to gather, and they were pretty goddamn funky.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people talk about going back in time, right? They want to go back to the Victorian era. I don't. Do you want to know why? Because Victorian London stunk to high heaven.
Yeah. So shaving is kind of an ancient thing if you think about it. Romans did. Hell, Egyptians did. It's not society. It's hygiene that goes, look, sweat builds up there. Get rid of it.
Ray, I don't mean fresh running water as in someone... I'm talking about having fresh running water like we do now. It was not uncommon for the people in the Roman era to not bathe for an entire week. It's not something... It was a luxury. That's why there were bathhouses.
The bathhouses, when they could get to it, it was like their nice retreat. Or if you needed a business meeting.
Yeah.
While getting... your hair removed and getting a massage and getting a facial.
or if you were a young boy, a pearl necklace.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, 0. Millennials are stupid. That's why I don't identify as a millennial.
Though not everyone is okay, as you see from the rest of it, not everyone is okay with unicorn hair.
No,
this girl is not okay with unicorn hair.
You're
not a kindergartner or elementary school girl. You don't need unicorn hair in your pits. I don't care what you do on the top of your head because I've been guilty of multicolored hair.
Also,
I looked fucking fabulous.
Also, bleach hurts on your head. I can't imagine that in your armpits to bleach your armpit hair.
No.
I'm worried about if they bleach other places. Damn Alien asks a dumb question, which is not very dumb. Since when did rainbow equal unicorn? Rainbow equals unicorn when Starbucks came out with their unicorn frappuccino, and it was just a rainbow-colored frappuccino. Plus, what? There's also the unicorn cookies that poop sprinkles.
Before that, you could probably blame Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank was amazing. I was a huge
Lisa Frank was amazing, but Lisa Frank was one of the first few times we ever saw unicorns and rainbows together as a thing.
Well, guess why that was? Because she was appealing to elementary school girls.
Yes, we all rocked those binders in like second grade.
Hell yeah.
Ben, unfortunately, Florida Mox was eaten by a couple of alligators. He will not be able to be joining us.
Yes. And Zero Cool, yes, I remember the unicorn flavored pre-workout drink that I talked about on my show at one point.
A pre-workout drink?
Yes, and it was called unicorn flavor, and it looked hollow for like a shiny on the outside for the packaging.
Well,
so I have a funny story about an old friend of mine. We were talking about bleach hurting in places. Do you two remember the product Nair?
Yes.
Okay, Nair was supposed to work, gets rid of hair for like 6 months.
Nair does work. It hurts like a bitch if you use it in any sensitive place.
So
I used it once on my legs and swore I would never do that to myself again.
So my friend Josh, I don't think he's ever going to watch this, so I don't care about name dropping him. My friend Josh, when he was younger, decided he was going to experiment with it. And
no, he didn't.
Did not use it on his head. Well, he used it on his head, just not the one that's above his shoulders.
Oh God, no!
He said it lasted. He lasted the time it's supposed to be on, but it burned, and he was red for like a month. On top of that, he ruined like 4 dish towels.
So he used Nair on Southern Head.
Yeah, he used Nair down there, and he said he'd never do it again.
Even women don't use Nair there.
It doesn't say not. It says be careful about sensitive areas.
Yeah.
And not to use it internally. I don't know who's using it as a lube.
Oh,
but,
okay. I tried Nair once on my armpits because I didn't mind it on my legs. On my legs, it didn't hurt that much. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use my armpits. It hurt like hell on my armpits. I can't imagine using it at somewhere else that's even more sensitive.
He did say he'd never do it again, so I'm assuming.
I hope to God he'd never do it again, because
I mean, I would think you would look like a 9-year-old boy, but you know, whatever. To each their own. So, all right. We're going back to Florida. Let's see. Oh, this one's good. So, do either of you know the comedian Angela Johnson?
No.
She's a white girl who used to be a Raiders cheerleader who has a black-sounding name.
Oh, that chick!
Yeah. She has a joke. Apparently, this man took it seriously.
Wait, she tells jokes?
She's a comedian.
Have you seen some of her specials?
Yes, I enjoy her. Kill him with kindness. Florida man with kindness written on knife accused of assault. That was one of her jokes. That's how you defeat someone. You kill them with kindness, and then she would name her knife Kindness. He took it seriously. From USA Today. This is a man who is not insane. He is perfectly normal.
I would beg to differ.
Perfectly normal. Amy Schumer steals jokes. A Florida man is accused of cutting a man with a machete-style knife moments after he was heard threatening to kill someone with kindness. Brian Stewart, 30, is accused of using the knife with the words kindness written on it to cut his neighbor after the neighbor came to the home because he was concerned about occupants in the house. A neighbor told...
all he was concerned about?
Well, maybe he's not going to be too kind anymore. A neighbor told Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office deputies that he had heard yelling and banging at his neighbor's house in the 6400 block of Bruce Lane all day. Most people
So,
would call
good sex.
I was going to say most people would call that a good sex party.
Yeah.
The victim, another neighbor, said that around midnight he could hear Stewart say to someone in the house that he was going to kill him with kindness, according to Stewart's arrest report. When the first neighbor approached the house to tell Stewart to keep it down, Stewart came out of the house with a knife raised in an upward motion, according to the report. At that point, the victim stepped in front of the man and blocked Stewart's attempted knife strike. As a result, the man told deputies he suffered a half-inch cut on his left hand. When Stewart was arrested, deputies say his breath smelled of alcohol, and they had to repeat things to the suspect numerous times. No.
Really?
They smelled alcohol on him.
He was drunk in Florida?
I mean...
I don't believe it.
Stewart had to be stunned with a taser in order to be detained inside of the patrol car. They got him inside the patrol car, and still he kept going. His report said, and also had to be hobbled after he repeatedly kicked and banged his head inside the car. It wasn't just alcohol this motherfucker was on. It was PCP.
I know
Something.
shit.
Stewart was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without the intent to kill and aggravated battery. Stewart is in Santa Rosa County jail on a $20,000 bond. Like I said, this is the face of someone sane.
Totally
Wow.
sane.
Totally sane. Absolutely 100% sane. And not on meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying it. He's on something.
He's on
You
something.
think?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No. We have a blood test available. He could just be confused.
Unless he's drinking like moonshine or something really strong.
It is a possibility.
You know, he
All
could
right.
just be like me. He could be a lightweight. I mean,
No, I think Big T is right. It was angel dust.
there we go. Angel dust. Maybe.
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 Yeah, no, drugs in Florida. Yeah, no. All right. We're going to science, right?
Nope. We're going to paranormal. Mom spots dead son's ghost on kitchen CCTV after figure triggers camera sensor. Why does your kitchen have a CCTV? This is an important question.
She wants to get those good angles for all that Pornhub money she's got coming in.
Or she's had a lot of people break into her house.
One of the two. Grieving mum Jennifer Hodge had been in bed watching TV when she received a notification on her phone that a person had been spotted in her home. I don't know about you guys looking at this picture, but that looks far too solid to be a ghost.
I don't know.
A grieving mum believes her home CCTV captured the ghost of her dead son in her kitchen after a transparent figure triggered her camera sensor.
That's not transparent. I'll be able to
See?
see the curtains behind his fucking head.
Mom of two, Jennifer Hodge, had been in bed watching TV with her daughter Lauren, 21, when she received a notification on her phone reading person spotted in entryway last week. When they opened the image, they saw a male figure, beard and all, that looked just like their son and brother Robbie, who died 2 years earlier of a drug overdose. Estate agent Jennifer, 57, claims she is still freaking out after seeing the eerie figure last week, but finds comfort in believing it's a sign her son is at peace.
If he's haunting the house, he's not at peace.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a picture of Jesus. Everyone's seeing him.
No, that's kind of what my first thought was, hey, it's Jesus. Jennifer from Atlanta, Georgia, U.S. said, "It's just insane. I'm blown away. It's just crazy. I was laying in bed watching TV with my daughter, and I was just about to sleep. The phone lay between us, and I got this message notification saying someone was in the kitchen. She was like, 'Mom, there's a person in the kitchen. Mom, that's Robbie.' She said, "Mom, look, it looks like Robbie. I
Robbie.
was stunned. And it did look just like him, beard and all. The two women rushed into the kitchen, terrified by the unusual sighting, but found no evidence of a break-in, and nothing else has happened since.
Sorry
The
to let this mother know her son was very, very gay. Like, very gay. I think he's wearing lipstick gay. Lipstick and eyeliner. Eyebrows are on fucking point, though. Look at that. Bushy little caterpillars just staying where they are.
He could just be a metrosexual, you know? Very into his appearance.
Manicured nails, he's not.
The two women rushed into the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. The exceptionally clear image appears to show a male figure with white pajamas in the family kitchen. Jennifer said, "Now I feel like he's letting me know he is happy in heaven. That brings me some comfort, but I still just think it's weird. I'm in awe. Why did this happen to me? I haven't seen anything since, and I've never seen a ghost before. Our camera is triggered by movement and noise, but there was no intruder when we ran into the kitchen. I don't know what to believe. I'm still in a state of shock. Does it look like Robbie? Yes. I would love to see anybody else's camera where people might look transparent. This is just weird."
He doesn't look transparent.
Well, he kind of does on the up-close picture. You can see the window through his face.
No.
Robbie died aged 23 on November 29, 2016, after what is believed to have been an accidental overdose. His mom claims he was one of the most giving, caring, loving human beings, and the pair had even set up a charity to help people battling addiction. Jennifer said, "Robbie was a great kid. He had an addiction, and we thought for sure it had to be heroin when he passed away. But the only thing we could track down is where he was buying Xanax. He and I together had started a charity before he died, and it was to turn real estate into a way of saving lives and stopping addiction. We'd won national and local awards for it. He had an accidental overdose from what we believe was a fake Xanax. He used to try and help people when he was in need of help too."
So, this is... I don't want to come off too skeptical.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to come off skeptical?
Oh, I'm going to come off like an asshole.
Oh,
I think she's doing this photoshopped image to try and continue to drum up, fucking support for the charity. She won national and local awards for it. Why else would she then say her son, who OD'd on cock, is haunting her house still? This is not bullshit.
Unless she just wants to believe it's true because it's comforting that he's still visiting.
Yeah, but he's in heaven. She thinks this is a sign that he's happy in heaven.
What if heaven doesn't have enough snacks?
That could be. He could have the munchies.
What if heaven doesn't have those cookies he really wants, and that's in his mom's kitchen, and he has to go down to his mom's kitchen to get the cookies?
Well, I'm sorry. I have to agree with Zio Gold about the whole Jesus comment first. With all the stuff that SJWs do, Jesus is avoiding us. I think it's photoshopped. It's a really bad Photoshop. Come on. He's all in white. One part of him is translucent and fucking close up. That's so goddamn pixelated you could barely tell it was a person.
I don't know. Damn alien, maybe he's a really picky person. Like the cookies he wanted were the ones his mom made. He had to go to his mom's kitchen to get them.
Zero cool sis. Now let's see who's really behind this bad Photoshop. Old Man Withers, who runs the amusement park.
Yeah?
Or some creeper was caught in the kitchen and then said to the stoned and out of painkillers mom, woohoo, I'm a ghost.
Well, to be fair, if they didn't catch him and they got out in time, maybe. People who have those cameras frequently, it's because they're worried about people breaking in.
Yeah.
Maybe someone did break in and
was gone. Heard that people were home and then beat feet out.
and just closed up behind them, so it looked like they weren't there. I don't know.
That's the way I would do it.
All right.
Break into somebody's home.
Yeah.
Like a creeper.
All right.
Let's do some cringe here, Ren.
Cringe.
Do you want me to wait for the one and go to a different one?
Whatever one you want to do, gorgeous.
Okay, we're gonna go with the woman from Texas then, who's been banned after riding carts while drinking wine from a Pringles can
At a Walmart.
At a Walmart.
There's a lot to unpack in that headline. Woman banned from Walmart after riding cart while drinking wine from a Pringles can.
Yep. This happened in Wichita, Texas, and police were called to a Texas Walmart after a woman was reportedly drinking from a Pringles can while riding an electric cart in the parking lot. They responded around 9 a.m. after about a suspicious person in the store's parking lot. Investigators found a woman at a nearby restaurant and told her she was banned from Walmart. The caller said the woman had been riding around the store's parking lot since 6:30 in the morning, drinking wine from a potato chip can.
She planned her day well.
She planned something. I'm just gonna get drunk in the parking lot and ride around.
Don't mind me.
I'm eating Pringles. And yes, apparently we've learned this. Pringles cans can hold wine.
I guess it depends on the wine bottle, I guess. Okay, I don't think that it was just an empty Pringles can that she just poured shit into. I'm hoping it was smart enough to be like, oh, look, this wine bottle fits inside the Pringles can? Maybe? Hopefully? Not just, I don't need these anymore. I'm just going to go around drinking out of this cardboard fucking chip container.
I don't have a cup. This works.
Hey, you improvise. When you need a drink, if you don't have the appropriate cup, you just grab whatever is handy.
Yeah.
Put 40s in plastic bags for.
Exactly. Stealth drinking is a fine art. It is indeed a fine art.
They have, hidden bra flasks now. You can find shit to hide if you need to. Hell, you can get one that looks like a belly, like a pregnant belly.
Yeah, I know. That's
the boob ones is only funny if, like, for like a flat-chested girl, if she brought that. So at the beginning of the night, everyone thinks she's stacked, but she gets so hammered by the end of the night, she's flat again.
They are jiggly when they're full of things, so they look somewhat real.
They're jiggly when they're full of things. Would you care to elucidate?
I don't know. Do you want me to come out and jiggle them?
No, I can jiggle them myself. I'm just trying to understand what you mean.
Nope, not going to touch that one.
He doesn't want to.
I want to touch. It's just I'm not going to touch the explanation of that one.
Ah.
If I could pull up the clip from Wild Wild West, I would, where Will Smith gives the fake boobs to Kevin Kline that are filled with water, and he's like, "See, they're more real because they're jiggly." You've never seen the movie, have you?
I have seen that movie. I thought it was pretty fucking funny.
Oh, there's no accounting for taste.
Yeah, zero cool milk. When milk for babies is involved, yes, boobs are very jiggly. They also get very ridiculously big.
But from what I understand, uncomfortable as hell.
My ex went from a double D to a triple E.
I
Dear
was
God.
I was damn near an F cup.
Wow.
They get
And-
big.
They get big and they get sore and not fun. Not fun
Yeah,
at
that
all.
doesn't sound fun at all.
Well, you want to know what's fun?
What?
What is fun?
I can tell you something that's fun. At least someone had fun with it.
Aw.
Florida man chews up seat of police car after cocaine arrest. Officials say. This is Melvin Stubbs.
Okay. There are questions.
Well, hopefully this will answer those questions.
Like, did he suddenly think he was a dog? Was there barking?
I don't know.
Cocaine is the answer.
And cocaine.
Well, I know what caused it, but I want to know if he thought he was a dog.
A Florida man arrested on drug charges is facing additional charges for what he did in the back seat of a patrol car on Thursday, according to officials. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office, again, Monroe County, said in a news release that 37-year-old Melvin Stubbs of Homestead was originally arrested and charged with cocaine trafficking and resisting arrest after he was found with more than 40 grams of cocaine during a traffic stop.
Phew.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Stubbs, who had a warrant out for his arrest for
Surprise!
violating probation stemming from cocaine sales, initially tried to run away and struggled with officers until one used a taser and placed the 37-year-old in custody. That's 2 people that have been tasered so far tonight. The sheriff's office said that Stubbs was found with 4 baggies of cocaine inside his jacket pocket with a total weight of 41.1 grams. That's a lot.
Why does it say 44.9 on the picture?
I don't know, because the people who did this article can't actually read. When he was placed in the back of the patrol car, Stubbs began kicking the passenger side of the vehicle with his weak. With his weak?
With his weak?
WEEK. I'm reading it right here. Side of the vehicle with his weak, according to police.
Oh.
I think it's supposed to be feet.
Did
they write this with a phone and it put in autocorrect?
Maybe.
That's the only way that makes any sense whatsoever.
And Fox News, you need to hire better editors. Just saying. An officer then noticed that a large piece of the back seat of the patrol car had been chewed off and/or eaten, causing at least $1,000 in damage, the sheriff's office said. The 37-year-old remained combative and had to be placed in feet restraints before being taken to a nearby hospital. He was later medically cleared and taken to jail, and was later charged with property damage due to damage to the vehicle.
Yeah.
Zero Cool says, A, you never see white people doing this shit. And B, Florida woman breaks into police building to cook, leaves ID behind.
Yeah. Well, if we have time, I will bring that one up.
Yes.
No, there's not video footage of this guy eating the seat.
Which is too bad, because that would be highly entertaining, because I bet that at some point he thought he was a dog.
Maybe.
I don't think he was high, though.
You think?
Then was he rabid?
I don't know.
Because that's my other guess.
All right, so let me. This is just another quick one. Let me read from the link that was brought up. Hold on. Florida woman allegedly breaks into police building to cook meal, then leaves ID behind. That's There was pics Those pics next to his fucking mugshot. A quick meal could end up costing one woman a lot more than money. Yvalande?
Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Yvalande Jean-Pierre allegedly broke into Boynton Beach Police Department facility on January 3rd and heated up some meals in the cop's microwave, allegedly eating one officer's chicken. But so she didn't bring her own. She just went into the fridge, grabbed a couple of cops' meals, and was like, "This looks good."
Yeah.
But the insatiable intruder reportedly made a key mistake, leaving her wallet behind, which included a state-issued ID card. So, do we want to think it's meth, cocaine,
Homeless,
or alcohol?
I go alcohol and homeless.
All right. Her first mistake was breaking into our substation, which takes some balls because she broke into a police station. The Boynton Beach Police Department posted on their Facebook page. The second was eating Agent Bourbon's chicken. His name is Bourbon.
Yes.
Agent Bourbon's chicken and asparagus. Although she's clearly not a fan of asparagus because it's all right there. She did not like that. An image from police showed the state of their kitchen after the messy muncher made the unexpected visit. Pieces of a green vegetable, likely the aforementioned asparagus. The person who wrote this article is taking it very seriously. I would have come up with so many goddamn food puns.
Mm-hmm.
An image could be seen strewn across the counter. A police report said Jean-Pierre appeared to have gained access to the building by climbing on top of 2 recycling bins and then bursting through a window. Her ID later was found in a plastic shopping bag left outside.
Wrecking ball. Sorry.
And surveillance footage captured in the early morning hours showed her walking around the property, police added. She faces charges of burglary of an unoccupied structure, theft, and criminal mischief.
Be glad that's all she did. Yeah.
She planned that shit. That takes some balls. She's like, I'm gonna go steal these cops' food.
That's where I go homeless.
That was a dare.
Dare or
dare
or strung out homeless person.
Eh.
But then why would you get picky about the
still leaning
asparagus?
towards it was a dare.
Well,
not everybody likes asparagus.
Asparagus is delicious.
It is delicious.
Maybe she was worried about them tracking her if she had to go to the bathroom.
Maybe. That's logical.
Did you know that there are 12% of people out there that asparagus does not affect?
Really?
There's something in their chemical makeup that the asparagus breaks down and does not cause the interesting smell.
That is good to know. So what sciencey thing are we going to learn next?
Let's see. I'm going to give you guys a choice because they're all roughly in the same category.
Okay.
Aliens, cotton on the moon, and wine on Mars. Take your pick.
Well, wine on Mars is in the title.
It's in the title.
All right. Wine on Mars it is. Wine on Mars? The world's oldest winemaking country wants to make it happen. The first human colonists on Mars will have to forego many of the creature comforts of Earth. Things like enjoying an ozone layer, for example, or opting out of rearing genetically engineered Martian babies. Fortunately, one essential earthly amenity these hardscrabble colonists may not have to give up is wine. Georgia, a country with an 8,000-year-old viticulture tradition, is putting its top space and wine scientists to work, figuring out how to grow grapes on Mars.
Wait, that's a fucking combination. There are wine scientists, I agree. But to combine, so we want to make zero gravity wine. let's mix these two together. It's like, you got peanut butter in my chocolate. What are you talking about? I got chocolate. I got your peanut butter in my chocolate, kind of thing. I said it the same way twice.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and go with the fucking space and wine scientists. They have nothing in common.
Yeah.
Hey, but space scientists are going, can we drink what we're working on?
They got to sample it to make sure it tastes good.
For NASA scientists, it's like, here's your job. You're going to help these people come up with wine we can make in space. It involves a lot of drinking.
I was going to say, I think they were sampling their own flavors a little too much when they came up with this idea.
There's a worse idea, to be perfectly honest.
What's that?
I would rather that they try and learn how to make wine on Mars. They come up with some weird ass Doom type gate.
True.
Yeah. The project. Shush. The project, named 9 Millennium, ostensibly as a nod to Georgia's 9th millennium making wine, will involve several phases of research into building an agricultural infrastructure on Mars. One critical step, identifying the grape varietals on Earth best equipped to withstand the harsh radiation, fearsome dust storms, and severe temperature swings of the red planet. This research could help hydrate permanent settlements on the on Mars as soon as 2024, the year when SpaceX founder Elon Musk intends to launch the first crewed mission there. NASA hopes to follow in the 2030s. If we're going to live on Mars one day, Georgia needs to contribute. God fucking damn it, these names.
All right, read it.
Nicholas Dobrzinski, Nicholas, founder of Georgia's Space Research Agency and an advisor on the wine project, told the Washington Post, "Our ancestors brought wine to Earth. So can we do the same to Mars?" The origin of wines are still being debated, but Georgia holds a valid claim thanks to their recent discovery of an old wine-stained pot dated to 6000 BC.
I didn't mean to laugh as hard as I did at you trying to pronounce that name. But you might as well have just called him Doberman Pinscher. I mean, there are too many consonants together in ways they're not supposed to be put together.
You're not wrong, but I gave it a shot.
You tried.
I did. I failed so miserably, but I tried hard.
Stone says to call him Nickelback Jiu-Jitsu.
It's about as coherent as his name. The new space wine project will kick off later this year with the installation of vertical greenhouses inside a hotel in the capital city of Tbilisi, according to Georgian news agency Agenda.ge. There, floor-to-ceiling pods of soil and seeds, including grapes, strawberries, and arugula, will be left to grow under hydroponic lights with minimal human interference, simulating the possible conditions of a controlled agriculture pod on Mars. In the meantime, Georgian wine experts are hard at work trying to figure out which grape varietals might best survive harsh Martian conditions. Over the next few years, researchers at Tbilisi's Business Technology University plan to simulate a Martian environment in the laboratory, exposing soil samples to sub-zero conditions, high carbon monoxide levels, and thin air meant to mimic the atmospheric pressure at 20,000 feet altitude on Earth, the Washington Post reported. These experiments will likely not bear fruit, until at least 2022, but scientists already have a hunch that white wine will fare best on the red planet. Whites tend to be more resistant to viruses.
Oh.
Levin Ujma-Juridzi, director...
Say that again?
No. Of Georgia's Vineyard Laboratory, told the Washington Post. So I'd imagine they'll do well against radiation, too. Their skin could reflect it. These experiments could well provide future Martians with grapevines, but... Excuse me.
You're yawning during your own fucking
Yes.
article.
Yes, she
Fucking
is.
cope with it. These experiments could well provide future Martians with grapevines, but the actual fermenting, bottling, and aging would be up to them. Nobody knows exactly how fermenting grapes in microgravity will actually work yet, but NASA thinks it's possible. NASA thinks everything's possible. The Georgia team's boozy experiments aren't the first foray into space agriculture. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station have already begun growing salad crops in microgravity, while China's recently deployed Change 4 lander. Yes, I know that is not how that's pronounced. Will attempt what?
Chongqing.
Chang'e 4 lander will attempt to grow potatoes and rock cress, a flowering plant similar to cabbage and mustard, on the moon. The makers of Budweiser, meanwhile, have launched barley seeds into space 3 times in hopes of becoming the first beer on Mars, while a batch of Ardmore Scotch whiskey spent 3 years aboard the ISS from 2011 to 2014. That project showed Earthlings that even an old drop of the pure is apparently not immune to the ravages of microgravity. The Scotch reportedly came home tasting of antiseptic lozenges and rubbery smoke.
Ew.
Yeah, not tasty.
Good.
Sour grapes and vodka. We may yet be allowed to live when the aliens come. You're not wrong, Yuck.
So those were some names there, Ishtar.
Yes,
Why do you think I was yawning? They were exhausting.
It's so tiring after reading foreign names.
You want to try and read one of those names? Be my guest. See if you're not tired afterwards.
No, I no.
Good. I'm good on so many levels.
All right.
All right, so it is
Cringe time. We're going to go with the one in the title.
God damn it.
Doctors warn women not to insert Lush bath bombs into their vaginas.
Okay, I have been asking this question since you fucking sent the article. Ishtar can verify this.
At least once a day since you saw that fucking article.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Bath bombs start to dissolve when they get wet.
Yes.
Why would a woman stick one up someplace that's wet?
You assume it's a woman. It could be a man.
It's still wet.
I don't know.
What? Who came up? Why?
Let's get into this. Anyone with an iPhone and a dirty mind will be able to tell you that certain fruit and veg shaped emojis are viewed as being rather rude. Yes, we've all used the aubergine and the peach for
Exactly what they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Inspired by these animated symbols, Lush, creator of Weird and Wonderful Bath Bombs, launched a new range of products for Valentine's Day 2019. But many people are rather concerned that they might not be used for their intended purpose.
Wait a minute. So this hasn't even happened yet. And people are concerned?
Yes.
I thought this article would be about someone who was stupid enough to do it the first time.
Yes.
See, now my rage feels impotent. Because I thought someone was stupid enough to do it.
That.
I know what I said. I meant it that way. I'm talking about an emoji that is representing a dick. I know the joke.
Yes.
Do not touch the low-hanging butt fruit.
Social media users have been speculating that some rather brave / silly person may decide to try to use their aubergine-shaped bath bomb as a sex toy. One person posting on Twitter, okay, but did Lush really think this through? There's going to be at least one dumbass that tries to use the eggplant bath bomb as a dildo.
They're not wrong. Someone's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna do it.
Obviously, stick chili peppers in her vagina.
Yeah.
Women sit on a cactus.
Obviously, it should go without saying that this is a bad idea, but just in case you're considering it, you should know that a doctor has issued a warning against it.
Oh, shit.
Dr. Vanessa McKay from the Royal College of Obstetrics and Gynecology spoke to Metro UK about the dangers of inserting a bath bomb inside yourself. She said, "We would strongly discourage the use of bath bombs internally, as these could disturb the fragile balance of good bacteria inside the vagina." Continuing on, this natural flora helps protect the vagina, and disrupting it could lead to irritation, inflammation, and infection, such as bacterial vaginosis or thrush. Women are advised to use plain, unperfumed soaps to wash the area around the vagina, not inside it, gently every day. Lush
If you
also
do it right, you can do it more than once a day.
Lush also thought it was so obvious that you shouldn't be doing anything naughty with your bath bombs that they didn't need to comment on the issue.
It's because
Lush clearly had a higher opinion of people's intelligence than Twitter does.
That's because the PR person of Lush basically went, if they're stupid enough to do it, they're stupid enough to deal with the consequences.
Yeah. It's like, you're going to be dumb enough to do this, aren't you? You know what? Have fun.
More power to you, you dumb motherfuckers.
Oh, God. See, I thought I do agree. This is a public service announcement article, Ghost Dog. I thought, because I didn't read it, I wanted to be surprised on the day of the show. So I thought someone had done it, and like the doctor was going, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea. Because it would start dissolving. I mean, there are gynecologists out there who have started to tell women, you probably shouldn't use scented douche. It's not a good idea. It disrupts the natural bacteria. Oh, God, people are stupid.
This surprises you how?
Not much. I just ended up dealing with Riley, so it's not...
That's true. By the way, it was very good to see that you have once more picked up your conquest of stupidity.
That's one way of
Yeah.
Well, it sounds a lot nicer than saying, it's nice to see you picking on the stupid people again.
I'm okay with picking on stupid people.
Yeah, it's just whether or not it's nice to say or not.
All right, I will give you two lovely ladies the option of this. We can deal with Florida woman or Florida man and a car.
Florida man and a car. Because that just sounds...
Stupid.
Somebody was... Yeah, sounds stupid.
Go for it.
Sounds like a whole new level of stupid. Which is
wait.
saying something.
Just wait. Florida man drives car into lake because Jesus told him to.
Yeah, new level of stupid. It was not wrong. I wish I had been.
This is from the Friendly Atheist. I don't know if that's you just Google Florida man and, roll a dice and you'll pick an article that's just this ridiculous. Never let Jesus take the wheel. And never let
terrible driver.
Never let Jesus be a backseat driver either, as one Florida man learned the hard way.
No, I don't think we should be taking driving advice from a guy whose idea of cutting edge automotive technology was a donkey and a cart.
Yeah.
No offense to Jesus, but
I don't know. I know Jesus. He lives down the street.
You know Jesus.
No, his name is Jesus.
Jesus.
The same exact way.
Jesus. That's a different person.
The Deerfield Beach man who drove his blue Ferrari into the Lake Worth Inlet last month told police that Jesus told him to do it. according to the police report released Monday. So not only did Jesus tell him to destroy his Ferrari, the man has a Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
That is not fair.
This explains everything. Jesus made me the smartest man on earth, the man told police, the report says, and it's so hard to have this much responsibility.
Wow, that is some confidence. I have got to give him props for the confidence.
James A. Mukaccio? I don't know. James.
Spell it.
Ucciaccio.
Bless you.
Junior, 48, caused about $50,000 worth of damage to his 2000 Ferrari coupe on December 26th, when he intentionally drove it off Palm Beach dock, police said. James was able to escape the car before it sank. I can't tell if Jesus gave him updated instructions or if God's furious that someone got away. There was a Fast and the Furious joke that they didn't make. The voice in his head didn't let up, though. After reaching shore, James walked back to the officer, police said, and said Jesus told him to drive off the dock and into a 6-foot window. James also told police money is going to be irrelevant in 2 days. Remember to smile, according to the report. In 2 days.
Which hallucinogen was he on?
I don't know.
The passing fisherman who helped James to shore told police that James said he drove into the inlet because the officer on the dock was Egyptian and he did not believe in Jesus.
What?
Creepy and kind of racist. The police report said there was no alcohol or drugs in the man's system, which I guess means we can blame all of it on his religion alone. At least no one else got hurt.
Good for him for not hurting someone.
Wow, Jesus is a dick.
Bill Gold asks if this is a militant atheist site. I don't know, but I do remember seeing this article a couple of shows ago. I didn't think it was funny enough, but I thought all of the articles were very, very short. So this one had something else to it besides just a little bit of a police report. Jesus made him the smartest man on earth, after all.
Clearly.
I'll say it again. Jesus is a dick. No offense to the Christians out there.
All right.
Ghost Dog is saying angel dust and homemade moonshine.
You might not
I
be
could
wrong.
see that.
But they did test him for drugs and it came up negative. So, I mean, anything's possible.
Then schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia is probably high on the list of what the fuck is wrong with this man.
Probably.
I know that would be high on my list of what the fuck is wrong with him.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
We're already...
really, before we go any further, let me take a look at something.
What?
Well, there's 11 people watching, only 8 likes. Hit that like button, people. Share, Ren. And
I shared.
Not you. I'm talking to the people in the chat.
I am shirtless, people. I'm not going to show you how shirtless, but I am shirtless beneath this thing.
Share Ren and Ishtar's nakedness with everyone. Make sure they show up. Remember, the tagline for MSNBC is all of the news, none of the pants. I can guarantee Ishtar is not wearing pants.
Have you been in there to check?
I can go check right now.
No.
No.
You have to pay to see this shit.
I pay rent.
That's for the room. It has nothing to do with seeing whether or not I'm pantsless, pal.
So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We do this every Tuesday. If you haven't hit like, please hit that like button. All right,
Strange
let's go with
noise
some
and eerie flashing lights in the sky blamed on aliens. Eyewitnesses filmed the phenomenon in Mexico City and expressed concern about the lights they claim were accompanied by a strange noise. An eerie blue flashing light that filled a night sky over Mexico has been blamed on aliens. Several eyewitnesses filmed the phenomenon in Mexico City and uploaded the footage to social media, expressing concern about the lights they claim was accompanied by a strange noise. However, according to local media, the mysterious lights were caused by two electricity transformers exploding in the borough of... God damn it. In the borough of
Hold on, get to it.
Cuauhtémoc
Where are
on
you?
the evening of Sunday, January 13. However, imaginative social media users shared the footage with emojis of aliens and UFOs. Because, of course, they did. Social media user Ben2 said, "Strange lights in the Mexico City sky. The aliens are coming." While another commented, "Weird lights in the sky. We're all gonna die." Other netizens compared the lights to the ones seen during the devastating earthquake of September 2017 that killed 370 people and left over 6,000 injured. Another social media user said, "They look like the lights seen before an earthquake. Beware, people." One joked about the fuel shortage situation currently gripping the Mexican capital, writing, "I wish they were UFOs coming from another galaxy with petrol for us." The incident was also compared to a recent explosion at a power plant in New York, which caused an eerie blue glow in the sky and led to locals joking about an alien invasion.
So, last week, you did a story about a Russian smoke ring that the Russians were like, yeah, it's just smoke. This
Yes.
time you have a story that is like, oh, it's just Transformers blowing up.
Yes.
I'm not saying it was aliens.
But it's aliens.
But it's aliens.
Damn Alien says, "Don't worry, the chupacabras will fight off the aliens."
That's a movie that needs to be made.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm okay with this. Forget Cowboys versus Aliens, Chupacabra versus Aliens. That's what I want to see.
Of course. All right. For cringe, I have two options. I have a bride with a really weird request or aphrodisiac chips.
I don't know which one sounds worse.
All right. I have a dice roller.
All right.
So,
Flip a coin.
all right. Head, tails. Which one is which?
Heads for bride, tails for crisps.
That works.
Tails.
Crisps it is.
Right.
All right. Aphrodisiac crisps are now a thing, and they have provocative effects on the body. Sometimes you can't beat a good package
Question.
of yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Aren't aphrodisiacs supposed to have a provocative effect on the body?
Yes.
That's
Thought
why
they
they're
were.
named aphrodisiacs after the goddess of lust.
That would be the point. Yes.
All right, just making sure I'm on the same page. Keep going.
All right.
Why,
Sometimes-
do you need me to buy some of these?
I don't know. Would it increase my social life?
No, you need a personality for that one.
Oh.
Then I'm fucked and not fucked at the same time.
Ren, would you like me to buy some of these for your minion?
Trust me, he's already on the quit smoking medication that has very fun effects.
Right.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what it is to be stressed out at this point, Ren?
Yeah, not that kind of fun effects. Continuing on. Continuing on. Sometimes you just can't beat a good packet of crisps when you're feeling a little peckish. From salt and vinegar to cheese and onion to smoky bacon, chips are a quick and guaranteed way to curb your cravings. Or cravings for 5 more that you know are down in your kitchen. 1, 2. But while they may taste great, they're not exactly the sexiest food, are they?
They're greasy
Especially,
as shit.
yeah. Especially when you're especially when you're planning on serving up a treat for a special date night. Well,
At least it's not oysters.
Oysters I never got the appeal of.
It's gross. It's like swallowing snot.
Yuck.
Well, it seems that's all about to change, as one company has created a special type of potato crisp that's meant to have rather provocative effects on the human body. These are the ones. They're honey and chili.
Oh, spice up your Valentines. Yeah,
Yes.
if you grab a handful of these and you go down south of the border on your darling wife or girlfriend or significant other,
She's gonna
definitely
feel a burn.
Gonna
Not
feel
the burn you want.
The burn that's going to get you kicked.
Yeah.
Very hard.
And then you will
Honey,
be
so-
celibate for a while.
What's even worse is it's mixed with honey, so it's sticky. So even if she washes once, it's not going to go away.
Oh.
Ugh.
The Tyrells have announced they are launching the first ever packet of crisps containing aphrodisiac properties. They claim that their new aphrodisiac variety will get the pulse racing on Valentine's Day by combining 2 simple ingredients: sweet honey and fiery spicy spice of chili. According to Tyrell. Good.
No, I was going to say they're very optimistic. Sorry.
Yeah. According to Tyrells, these 2 ingredients can have a powerful effect on the body, with honey tinkering with hormone levels and the chili triggering nerve endings on the tongue, releasing endorphins and increasing heart rate. If you think these are just what you need to set the mood for Valentine's Day, then you'll have to move fast, as the crisps will only be available for a limited amount of time. The Tyrells will be selling the aphrodisiac chips from mid-January in select independent retailers. Sarah Lawson, marketing manager for Tyrells, said, "At Tyrells, we're always looking for ways to introduce new and different additions that bring our unique and often quirky personality to life. Our new honey and chili variety has an extra special place in our heart, as it's the first crisp with aphrodisiac properties that's ever been created."
That's not true.
Oh,
Right,
really?
if they're going off of the chili alone, flaming hot Cheetos is an aphrodisiac then. Okay, so do you guys you two know what a Spanish fly is, right?
I've heard of it, but I don't actually know what it is.
Spanish fly was something that you were supposed to put in your girl's drink to get her hot.
Mm.
All it was chili powder.
Okay.
It makes them sweat, makes them breathe harder, makes their heart race. It's not some. It's just a triggering. So there are things that people have tried to do to get women attracted to them for years. Do you want to know what one of them is?
What?
Breathe at the exact same time that the person you're interested in does.
Does that
I've
work?
read about that.
Continue eye contact. Lean in. Make sure part of your body is touching theirs. Not in a creepy, stalkerish type of way, but touching their elbow, touching their shoulder, things like that.
Hand on the knee.
Hand on the knee, exactly. If they're going off of the chili alone, that is going to basically, and I'm sorry, bees are amazing, but they don't mess with your hormone levels. Honey does not do that. Honey is sweet.
And sticky.
So basically what you're supposed to do is eat these, and it's supposed to get them hot. Well, yeah, it's going to get them hot because it's got chili. It's going to want them to be hot enough to take their clothes off. Aphrodisiacs do not work. They've never been. Even the food that is supposed to be aphrodisiacs, like chocolate. Chocolate's supposed to be an aphrodisiac.
Well, it can be, depending. But that's more giving the gift. Like if you come home and you have a nice big box of the really good chocolates and go, here, honey, have some chocolate.
Someone's getting laid.
Yeah. It can work, but you have to get us the nice chocolates.
Yeah. Not the drugstore. What are they?
The stupid heart ones that always have the weird coconut ones that no one likes.
I like coconut. Anyway, but I'm talking. You want to know what a really good aphrodisiac is?
What?
Alcohol. Alcohol is a perfect aphrodisiac because it loosens your inhibitions. That's why so many people have really bad experiences when they get drunk, because alcohol makes you feel like you're invincible. PCP makes you invincible. Alcohol makes you feel invincible. So it's, so Ishtar, just to let you know, if anyone gives you those alcoholic chocolate cordials, they want to get laid.
I love those Bailey's ones.
Ooh, Bailey's and chocolate.
Bailey's actually puts out these chocolate caramels, like caramel with the chocolate with the caramel inside, and the caramel is infused with Bailey's. Like you can actually feel the alcohol burn. It is so good.
I need some.
Only once a year.
I need some.
Find them.
Zero Gold.
See what I can do.
Zero Gold says food is only an aphrodisiac for people who are part of the fat acceptance movement.
No.
It's okay. So there's what aphrodisiacs do we know?
Garlic.
Is this supposed to be an aphrodisiac?
Yes.
When you eat garlic, it makes people want to stay away from your mouth.
I've just heard that it's supposed to be an aphrodisiac. Oysters.
Passion fruit. Passion fruit is supposed to be an aphrodisiac. It's why it was named passion fruit. Oysters are supposed to be an aphrodisiac. Chocolate is an aphrodisiac. Apparently, garlic is an aphrodisiac. Chilies are an aphrodisiac. That's why the chili chocolates are supposed to be an aphrodisiac. Food is not necessarily an aphrodisiac because it
Ish. Check side chat.
It can't. Because of the way that people are, their bodies are individually, edible aphrodisiacs do not work.
Oh. Happy days. And we can buy them.
It's Bailey's and it's chocolate and Bailey's with it in the center with truffle.
I know. I'm looking at it, and it's just a bunch of different types of chocolates.
It's $10.
It's only $10.
And it's supposed to be here in 2 to 5 days.
Are you ordering it now?
No, not yet. I'm going to see what else they have on the website.
She's ordering. She'll order it from the show's
ordering it already. Fuck! I don't need anybody to get me this shit for Valentine's Day. I just want it now.
Do I look like I'm patient?
Yes.
What? Come on.
There may be someone out there that will buy you those.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know who they are, but they may be out there.
Hey.
You're not making me feel better about myself. Thanks.
Ish. There are Valentine's Days where I just buy myself a present and I tell the minion to give it to me.
Well, that's great, but it's the way he phrased it because now I feel, thanks for that, Antoine.
You're giving yourself a present that you want.
I'm going to give myself all kinds of presents later.
Do you want me to get you the eggplant bath bomb as well?
No, I like my hoo-ha actually functioning, thanks.
Okay. Well, that's a perfect segue into this because this woman likes her hoo-ha functioning as well. Florida man and woman charged with having sex in the middle of the road. Paul McCartney wasn't offering up relationship advice.
Ish. They have they have another one too. It's an entire thing of truffles.
So,
Oh my god.
look, Ghost Dog said he'd send them to you, Sarah. Ishtar.
That's because Ghost Dog's a sweetheart.
So these two were caught having sex in the middle of the road. Why is it never porn-level actors and actresses that get caught?
That's a question.
Between October 9th and 10th, 19...
Ray Stone goes, it's supposed to be a fork in the road. They must have a speech problem.
Yes.
Between October 9th and 10th of 1968, during the recording sessions that would ultimately create the Beatles' seminal self-titled LP known most as the White Album, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr snuck off into Studio One at Abbey Road and laid down the tracks for the song that McCartney had written after seeing a pair of monkeys having sex in the middle of an Indian thoroughfare. A 1-minute, 42-second jam called Why Don't We Do It in the Road? This is the article.
Oh my god.
Elsewhere, on planet Earth, those same days, a 7-year-old boy named Thomas Edward Lewis and a 5-year-old girl named Penny Marie Snoots were no doubt engaged in whatever innocent, precocious activities elementary school-aged children were engaged in during the 60s. Riding bicycles, playing with friends, watching the Tigers beat the Cardinals in the World Series on a crude television the size of a GE gas oven. Perhaps they were even listening to the Beatles on the radio, though it's doubtful they were able to pick up on the nuances of the Lennon-McCartney lyrics at such a tender young age. While it's impossible to know the thoughts inside another person's head, it seems but this person who is writing this article is a master at this. I appreciate all of the mental imagery that we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
While it's impossible to know the thoughts that are inside another person's head, it seems all but certain that neither McCartney, Starr, Lewis, nor Snoots knew that 51 years later their destinies would collide in the town of Seminole, Florida, when, according to police, Snoots, I love that last name, and Lewis would be caught taking McCartney's words as gospel and doing it in the road. More specifically, on the hood of a car, according to police documents obtained by the smoking gun. In regards to what?
At least he didn't try and have her do it on the asphalt. He did not get any ass on the asphalt.
That's a different type of road burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In regards to the January 8th arrest of Lewis, now 58 years old, and Snoots, now 56, but that allegedly was only after Snoots performed what Bill Clinton would not describe as sexual relations upon Lewis while standing in the middle of the road. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. However, contrary to Paul's 60s-era free love words, someone would be watching them. An unnamed witness who told police he saw both the oral copulation and what Dennis Reynolds would describe as full penetration from the road while pulling into his driveway. Who is this author? I love this author. Will Sable Courtney. Will Sable Courtney, you get applause from me. You are a genius writer. I may actually fucking follow you on Twitter for no reason. According to the statement of Gulfport Police Department Officer Selena Ramos, while she didn't quite catch them in flagrante delicto, she arrived before they could be caught in flagrante in cigarettes afterward. While she rolled up on the duo in the suburban cul-de-sac, she noticed Lewis lifting his pants and buttoning them up, presumably tucking his own cul-de-sac back in the process. Love him! This is an amazing writer. I'm glad I ended on this. Snoots and Lewis were taken in on a misdemeanor charge of lewd and lascivious behavior and booked into the Pinellas County Jail before being released on bond. Penny, Tommy, this one's for you. And then he has the song, Why Don't We Do It in the Road?
Wow.
I can't open my Twitter because I don't know if some of my more mischievous follows that have anything posted. So I'm going to check now.
Huh?
I follow things that could get my stream shut down. Let's just
Oh, I know you follow my Twitter.
Worth following.
He doesn't have. He only has 405 followers. That's someone who writes that well needs more followers.
I have to admit that was a pretty good good article.
Yes, that was.
Hold on, I'm tweeting to him. Hold on.
Theo Gold says this guy writes better than the people at Marvel Comics. Antoine is tweeting to his new favorite author. Journalist, my bad.
Journalist. I think I found something we both need in our lives, Ish.
What else did you find? Oh, God. Yeah?
And then there's...
I've seen this. It was around for a very short time frame and then disappeared.
I found a site where it's selling it.
Yeah. Aw. It says it says that it's unavailable in my area.
All right, I am now following him, and I tweeted to him. We can move on.
It's okay.
The espresso cream, however, is available in my area.
What are you two? You two looking at more boozy chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bailey's is life.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Pimp Tar. You got to talk about China's moon mission.
Oh, right. No, I did not find a new sex toy. We're talking about chocolate and Bailey's and various combinations therein. Which, if you guys are lucky, that does get me hammered. China's moon mission sees first seeds sprout.
We were just talking about having sex in the middle of the road. Now we're talking about seeds sprouting.
Yes.
It seems like it's kismet.
Just a little. Or just really good timing on
the image does have this thick white line up the front of it. So, I mean...
Those are cotton sprouts seen close up under a protective cover on board the Moonlander.
It's sprouting something.
Yep. Seeds taken up to the moon by China's mission have sprouted, says China's National Space Administration. It marks the first time any biological matter has grown on the moon and is being seen as a significant step towards long-term space exploration. The first mission to land on the moon and explore... Chang'e 4 is the first mission to land on and explore the moon's far side, facing away from Earth. It touched down on January 3rd, carrying instruments to analyze the region's geology. Plants have been grown on the International Space Station before, but never on the moon. The ability to grow plants on the moon will be integral for long-term space missions, like a trip to Mars, which would take about 2.5 years. It would mean that astronauts could potentially harvest their own food in space, reducing the need to come back down to Earth to resupply.
So they watched the movie The Martian and just decided to run with it.
See if it could work. The Chinese moonlander was carrying among its cargo soil containing cotton and potato seeds, yeast, and fruit fly eggs. The plants are in a sealed container on board the lander. The crops will try to form a mini biosphere, an artificial, self-sustaining environment. The Lunar Mini Biosphere experiment on the Chang'e lander is designed to test photosynthesis and respiration.
Bless you.
Processes in living organisms that result in the production of energy. The whole experiment is contained within an 18-centimeter tall, 3-kilogram canister that was designed by 28 Chinese universities. The organisms inside have a supply of air, water, and nutrients to help them grow. But one of the challenges, say Chinese scientists, is to keep the temperature favorable for growth when conditions on the moon swing wildly between negative 173 Celsius and 100 Celsius or more. They also have to...
A little cold? I mean, come on.
Little cold, little warm, it'll be okay. They also have to control the humidity and the nutrients. Some have raised the question of whether the experiment risks contaminating the moon with biological material, but scientists generally think this is of little concern, and it's worth reiterating that there are already containers of human waste on the moon left behind by the Apollo astronauts. Yeah, well, what else were they going to do with it? On Tuesday, Chinese state media said the cotton seeds had now grown buds. The ruling Communist Party's official mouthpiece, the People's Daily, tweeted an image of the sprouted seed, saying it marked the completion of humankind's first biological experiment on the moon.
Well, going back to what they can do with it, according to Brianna Wu, you can throw it at the Earth and it'll destroy buildings.
Well, that could be entertaining. Fred Watson, Australian Astronomical Observatory's astronomer at large, told the BBC the development was good news. It suggests that there might not be insurmountable problems for astronauts in future trying to grow their own crops on the moon in a controlled environment. I think there's certainly a great deal of interest in using the moon as a staging post, particularly for flights to Mars, because it's relatively near the Earth, Mr. Watson said. Professor Ji Genjin, the experiment's chief designer, was quoted as saying in the South China Morning Post, "We have given consideration to future survival in space. Learning about these plants' growth in a low-gravity environment would allow us to lay the foundation for our future establishment of space base." He said cotton could eventually be used for clothing, while the potatoes could be a food source for astronauts and the rapeseed oil. I think it's supposed to be grapeseed for oil. China's
rapeseed.
Huh?
It's rapeseed.
China's Xinhua.
It's a real thing.
Okay. China's Xinhua news agency said that the seeds were rendered dormant during using biological technology during the 20-day journey from Earth to the moon. They only began growing once Ground Control Center sent a command to the probe to water the seeds. Xinhua said the probe had taken about 170 pictures so far, which have been sent back to Earth. On Friday, the Chinese Lunar Exploration Program, CLEP, released several images taken by the probe, including panoramic images of the landing site as well as video of the vehicles touching down. So cool!
Yeah!
Hi, Trash Fire!
Yeah, rapeseed is another name for canola.
Oh.
It's a real thing. It's not a joke. It sounds fucked up, but
It is actually what it's called.
Wow.
And Ish, if you look at the two links, I found them because that one site wouldn't deliver like it to me. It isn't in my area either. I found them.
Jesus, you guys are just looking up
liquor. Yes, we are looking up liquor.
Okay. Problem is this particular company.
Mm-hmm.
It's my go-to around here. They won't really ship liquor. They will ship wine. They won't ship liquor. I know. Believe me. They are the first people I look for when it's time to buy you more bribe.
No, it's my payment and liquor for digging all the articles up for you. All right. Now for my last one, which is a bride wants bridesmaids to wear contacts so their eyes don't clash with their dress.
What?
A bride wants bridesmaids to wear contacts so their eyes don't clash with their dress.
This is called Bridezilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes without saying that a bride would want their wedding day to be perfect. But what they class as perfect might not work for everyone else. For one bride to be the perfect wedding involves no clash in colors. This rule even applies to the eyes of her bridesmaids.
Yeah, I agree with Trashfire. First world problem.
Yeah. The woman has taken to Facebook to ask whether it'd be okay for her to make her gaggle of bridesmaids wear different colored eye contacts for her big day.
Yes.
And it gets
Wow.
weirder still. The reason she wants them to change their eye color so that their eyes look better against their dresses, bridesmaids' dresses. But as a compromise, she's going to pay for the contact lenses, and the girls can choose any color they like other than blue.
Okay.
So what she's saying is that she's a bitch.
Wait till you see the dress. This is what she put on Facebook. How over
That's
the top?
dress.
Oh my god.
That's a bridesmaid dress.
That's a bridesmaid's dress she's thinking of.
One of the wedding colors is chartreuse.
How over the top is it to buy my blue-eyed bridesmaids color contacts? I'm offering to let them select any other color, even a rich amber brown like mine, because I'm a narcissistic bitch. I'm
Enough. Overshadowed.
Bullshit, you're not.
She just thinks that blue eyes would clash since one of the colors is chartreuse, and that's the dress she's thinking of.
Well, she says dresses like that.
Like that.
So it could be a different dress.
Color.
Yekno says, "Dear bride, canary yellow isn't a good look for anybody."
No, that's banana yellow.
That's banana yellow. That's not canary yellow.
Trash File says that's a fuck me dress. It's
No, that's a burn your retinas dress. You're not getting laid in that dress.
That's a guy can see you like 2 miles away dress. But yeah, many people in the group agreed that it would be over the top for her to ask her bridesmaids to wear contacts, as it could cause irritation. Yeah. It could also be really uncomfortable if you're not used to wearing them. One person pointed out that the bride should be less concerned over the color of the eyes and more concerned with other things, as a bright yellow dress is likely to clash with just about anything else at the wedding. Another didn't hold back their thoughts on the bride's post. They wrote, "She can fuck off. I don't have blue eyes, but she can still fuck off."
Yeah. Oh, look. And then right here at the bottom, this is exactly what she is, a bridezilla.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of being overshadowed, but your eyes do not go with my colors. I knew this when I chose you as one of my bridesmaids. I just thought you would pluck your own eyes out and get them surgically implanted at something else.
Hey, at least for a bridezilla, she was willing to pay for it.
Yeah, small mercies.
This isn't even the worst bridezilla I've ever covered. There was a bridezilla out there that kicked her own sister out of the wedding party because her sister got pregnant, and her reaction to her sister's miscarriage was that now her sister could be part of her wedding.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Zio Gold says, "In that dress, people can hear you coming."
My sister was a bridezilla. Very short-lived one. She wanted very specific jewelry, and I said, "I'll find it for you, or I'll make it." And I went and I found it. It was a pearl station necklace where it's got a single pearl and then a length of chain and then another pearl. Those are called station necklaces. I went all over the place, found a perfect set for her, had earrings, bracelet, necklace. So I brought it up. I was living in the Virgin Islands at the time.
Mm-hmm.
She was getting married here in Washington State. I hand carried this jewelry all the way from the Virgin Islands for her. I take it up to her suite. I have arrived the day before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a bridesmaid. She did not ask me to be a bridesmaid. The other sister got to be a bridesmaid. I didn't get to be a bridesmaid.
Well, Damn Alien has already found the end of this story. You said,
I
you
did
killed
not.
your sister.
I did not kill my sister, but I handed her the jewelry. She made some very snarky little nice comment and left. You know, and I was like, all right, fine, bitch, I'm done. I'm not part of your bridal party. I don't need to be here putting up with your shit. My dad, you've met my dad, Antoine. He's a pretty chill guy, right?
Her dad is actually very awesome.
My dad called her a bitch to her face and followed me out.
Good dad.
Very
Yeah.
good dad.
My dad doesn't swear very often especially at his family. And he's very much the my little girls have me wrapped around their fingers kind of a dad. So for him to call her a bitch and then apologize to me for her and thanked me for bringing everything out.
I'm surprised your mother didn't snatch the weave off of her head.
Mom wasn't in the room.
That's
Mom
why
would have laid her out for that.
your sister brought this all the way from the Virgin Islands. She was kind enough to bring it
Much
and
less
buy it for
be
you.
here. I was very tempted to not show up after she didn't make me a bridesmaid. But I got my revenge. I made her a bridesmaid in my bridal party, but not the maid of honor.
And made her wear black contacts and put on blackface.
Did you give her the really ugly dress?
I saw the wedding picture. Like she was in all black, like she had to have duct tape over her mouth. I was surprised she wasn't in leather.
Well, that particular sister has a very smart mouth, so I had to shut her up somehow.
Yeah.
No, seriously, my sisters were all beautiful.
She has a smart mouth, huh?
Oh yeah. It's gotten better over the years, but when we were younger, she could set my temper off really quickly.
Too bad she's married. I always enjoy a sharp tongue.
Have you seen my sister?
No?
Good. She would eviscerate you.
Why, is she like a harpy?
No. I'll show you later.
Oh. Alright.
I do love my sister, even though I'm being mean about her right now. I'm still a little bitter over her wedding. But I do love her very much. She has given me 2 gorgeous nephews and a niece, who is just the most adorable little thing ever. So there you go.
And on that note, I think it's about that time, ladies.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yes. Let's see. We had a public service announcement about not sticking bath bombs in your vagina. We had Mexicans thinking that exploding electrical transformers were UFOs and aliens. We had Florida man who thought Jesus was telling him that he's the smartest man alive. We also had another Florida man who decided he was a dog and tried and destroy the back of a police car. And a bunch of stuff dealing with space with names that Iftar can't pronounce.
Far too many names.
Don't forget unicorn hair.
And unicorn hair is a thing that needs to go away. If you run into anyone that has hair that looks like it could be on a macaw parrot, run the other way. Anyway,
Especially if it's their armpit hair.
Yeah, I said armpit hair. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Antoine the Great, and this is MSNBC, my snarky news broadcasting channel. All of the news, none of the pants. I've been joined by my lovely and gorgeous co-hosts, Ren from Renelations and Shitlords Anonymous.
Hi.
And Pimptar from her own Twitch channel and Army of Snarkness on Thursdays.
Good night, guys.
We hope you all had a wonderful evening. We know we had fun doing this for you. So if you didn't get a chance, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be prepared for next week when we come back and do this again. So have a wonderful evening.
Night, guys. Have fun.
Bye.
Good night and good luck. Get the fuck out.
Hey.